guys, I'm back again. So what I thought I'd do was just go through what I'm doing here. And so what I did was, throughout the whole width of it, I measured off 3/8 of an inch, and then across the top and across the door I measured 3/8 of an inch. And for the lines going this way, all I did was take my razor knife and a straight edge and line up the marks and scribe, just to cut through the paper. Now it's foam in the middle of it, but it's got a nice heavy paper on each side. So all I wanted to do was just score the paper. So when it came time to going this way, again, 3/8 of an, or 3/4, every 3/8 of an inch. And then I just took my pencil and marked every second one to give myself my grid. Then I started experimenting with different tools because I wanted to give a grout line, and grout that I was measuring, what the block manufacturer that we have here in town, what they recommend is a 10 millimeter mortar joint. And so that works out to about 1/32 of an inch in scale. So I knew I just wanted to break the paper. So what I'm doing is, I have a scratch awl, and it has a nice sharp point on it. And to get my mortar joints, all I'm doing is just running the scratch awl a couple of times across each line. It's enough. I'm not trying to carve it. I'm just trying to open it up to expose it. And this is how I am creating the long grout lines. And then from there, to do the little ones, I'm just sitting here picking. I take my awl and I'm just picking at it. And this is therapy 101, because I can just sit here, plan out my next build, plan out the colors I want the block to be. You know, do I want it to be, like, how old of a building do I want this to be? And plan it out and see where we go with it. So this is, you know, it doesn't take all that long. It doesn't take all that long to do a section. So that's how I'm doing that. And for the door, I'm really scratching my head because I want a corrugated metal door. And I'm going to go visit a train store on Saturday to see if they have, because I know they carry G-scale, to see if they have a corrugated sheet, just to make my life easier. I've got the wood to make the jam. That's not an issue at all. And other than that, I found something at work that I could take a piece of flat aluminum, I'll cut it to the size, and I can actually make my own corrugation. So that but I'm hoping that when I get to the train store, that he's got some kind of a blank that's corrugated, and then all I have to do is weather it up, paint it up, do whatever I want with it, because that would make life a whole lot easier. So you know, this is how I'm doing my blocks. This is not new. I didn't invent this. So you know, I watched a train guy on the internet take pink styrofoam, and he actually, that was about 3/4 of an inch thick, and with a soldering iron, he was making field block. He was making field stone. He was making, but he was doing a train trestle. So he was doing his keystones and he was doing everything, and it turned out fantastic. And I thought, well, you want to know something? I just want to, for this one here, I just want a block wall. So that's just why I'm a little more uniform and that. But you know, I'm just taking my time, and this is so if anybody wanted to see my process here, this is what I'm doing. It's just, I'm just using a scratch awl, just a plain old ordinary scratch awl. Nothing special. You don't need anything special. Now, for the foam, like I say, I get this from work. So I don't. If you go into Home Depot, Lowe's, whatever, Ace Hardware, whatever you've got, you should be able to buy just half inch foam, 3/8 foam. The pink stuff, the blue stuff, the rigid foam. It has to be a rigid foam, and I'm just lucky this one has a paper coating on it, so it's going to make my life a whole lot easier when it comes to painting, because it's already got the paper coating on it. So, but you know, just you know, don't you know, I'm just playing, guys. I'm just playing around. I'm just fiddle farting around, and it seems to be working. So, you know, take your time, and everything comes out uniform. I mean, I've been just picking at this thing here now for about 15 minutes, and I've already got this section done. So it doesn't take long to do a section. And but anyway, so that's what I'm doing, and this is how I'm doing it. So, you know, give it a try. You know, I seem to be following one of the masters of dioramas, and you know, I've seen a lot of pictures on Facebook and magazines, and following on some of his instructions now, and that's Ken Hamilton. You know, he seems to be a master at dioramas, and only, you know, he's more in small scale. I wanted something that was for photography that was in 124, 125 scale. So that's why it's this big, G scale, garden scale, garden train scale. So anyways, that's what I'm doing. This is how I'm doing it. You know, give it a try. It's really, really easy. So again, until the next time, guys, cheers.